Welcome, welcome, welcome to eSeniors GT3 World Championships. We are a group of over 50-year-old sim racers. If you haven't been with us before, then welcome to the broadcast. The race took place a few minutes ago, and it is season 15. Can you believe it? Season 15. But before we get to that, remember, simulation racing is a sport, so that makes us athletes. There we go. We are athletes. I'm just doing run thing here. Yes, so today we are doing sprint. It's the first race of the year. It is at Bathurst in Australia, Mount Panorama. Not everybody's favorite track, so that's why we did it for the first race. We are bookending our season this year with two of the toughest tracks, Bathurst in Australia and Spa on the last race. So we're doing Bathurst, Red Bull Ring, Suzuka, Kyalami, Imola at night, Brand Hatch, and finishing off the season with Spa. That should be exciting. Always a track that there's some excitement on, as is it with Bathurst. We're going to have some excitement, I'm sure. I will get right to showing you the starting grid. There we are. Hold on, let me just do one thing here so that I can get set up for this broadcast. So let's just do the starting grid, as you can see from the tower. Let's go through everybody's beautiful liveries today. That is Brian Murray, ever in first place. He was the top qualifier. Congratulations, Brian. Next is, hold on here. Next is Terry Throwbridge in his McLaren. So Ferrari is the first, got pole position today. So Mr. Terry Throwbridge from England is, no, he's from Northern Ireland, of course. He is in second place. In third place in the BMW, Laurent Rollet. In fourth place, Uwe Tholen, glad to see you back in a McLaren. Nice colors for that McLaren. I don't know if I have a livery for him yet. I did do. Oh, yes, it is. Look, he's got his name on the side of a door, so that is his livery this year. And ever present is Mr. Mircea Paunoff in his ever present red Ferrari. Ferraris need to be red. And there's a blue one. It's back with us again this year is Sylvain Dessart from Belgium. Bonjour Sylvain, in that beautiful blue livery. The boss man in the rocket, Jeremy Arobas in seventh. Eric Langlois in the pork layout Ferrari. Michel Benchaya from Canada, also number one, is in ninth place. Nick Newcomb in the McLaren is in 10th. Stuart Charles, welcome back in the Rattler McLaren from the UK. Newbie, I believe he started racing with us a few races ago in the last season, is, I believe, I will call him Lawrence Yost from South Africa. Brian Banks, ever present. There we go. Brian Banks from Edmonton in his ever present Ferrari. Andy Skeleton back with us from England in another Ferrari. Lots of Ferraris today. That is yours truly. I'm back in my 7-Up Ferrari this year instead of the McLaren. And a new comer to the eSeniors. Welcome Ed Jones to the racing in his nice white BMW. Good luck, Ed. So let's just get started here. This is a replay. If you haven't watched my replay broadcast before, we have to do it via the replay feature in ACC. Let's get out of this mode. Let's go in that mode. Where are we here? Just going through the last corner. Should be coming up to green. So Brian is in the lead with that Ferrari, number 569. Some good battles today. Mine was not a good battle. I'm on a bad screen. My streets started going blank on me. and I hit the wall a couple of times, so I retired very early. I've just ordered some cheap triples. I'll be setting that up this week. I got the okay from the Capital Expenditure Committee, and we'll be doing some triples for fun. And here we go, the last corner. We should be getting green very soon. We're in green already. Green, green, green. Let's go. Let's just cycle through. There we go. Let's just make sure everybody is going to be safe into that first corner. We'll watch the leaders here. There's Laurent. Just going through that first corner, and the first time through the hill, it was pretty good. I didn't see anything happen. I was near the bottom, as you can see. Everything looks good here. Oh, there's a few close calls. There I am with Brian Banks. We all said very good. Stayed very good. That's all messed up there. There's Brian already got a lead on everybody else. And there were no incidents. Just go through the whole crowd here. Let me find a better view. Probably a better view. Look at that speed in Mount Panorama area. There's the peak, the top of the mountain. Everybody's going through now. The curves. Everybody, look at that. Panorama is right on Uwe's tail. There was a few calamities, but they were all unforced from what I saw. A little quick review, but everybody's fairly close here, but playing it very cool. Playing it very cool, except for Brian. Look at that. Brian's already got a 1 second lead outside of DRS already halfway through the lap. There he goes. But behind here, everybody's all bunched up. There is Merche. Let's just see what happens with people. And let's see, the Porsche Yost is just behind Nick Newcomb. Everybody else is in a nice bunch. Let's get back here. This is a battle we're going to be watching a lot. Go to the driver view here. This is Laurent and Terry Trowbridge. This is going to be a familiar scene for the next half hour. So 30-minute races, 30-minute races in the sprint. No pit stop. That is what we do for our sprint racing. See what everybody's seeing. Everybody's just getting going here. This is another battle for a while between Laurent and Andy and Brian. Brian's right there. He'll be coming up there too. Let's just watch Lawrence, I should say, in shape. Let's go through here and see what he's going to do. He took a little peek there. It's right on his tail. Right on his tail. Andy is feeling the pressure for sure. It's giving Banks the ability to catch up here to Lawrence. I don't know if it's Larry. Give me drop me a note. Say if it's Larry, that's what I'll call you instead of Lawrence. Maybe your mom calls you Lawrence. Up at the front, Laurent is falling back slightly. Everybody's just making sure their tires are in good shape. But good friends, these two from Montreal, Michel Benchaya and Jeremy. They're at it, and Newcomb and Langlois are at it. So lots of good action here. Let's just go on board with Newcomb here. Down the straight, there's two McLarens. No advantage there. And Yost is right up on Andy Skelton's tail. Andy's going to be feeling the pressure for sure. Looks like the Porsche is catching up slightly. Must have got a good exit. Shouldn't catch up to a Ferrari on the straightaway. Let's see how Lawrence does in these corners on Andy. Whoa, Andy hit the curb. He is rattled. Now Laurent's going to take over. Let's see if he makes it into the first corner. Side-by-side action. Andy's got the inside, and he is going to prevail for now. Let's just see if there's time. Oh, there he goes. There goes Lawrence. And now comes back Andy. Andy's got the inside track on all these corners, so he's able to stay ahead. Some early action already. Hi, Peter. Look at this early action already. Peter and not sure who that other guy is on the stream. But look at this, side by side. Now Lawrence is going to have the inside. Oh, trading a little bit of paint there already early. And he doesn't have the inside track there. Oh, they almost touched on the screen. It looked like they touched. But Yost got ahead of Skeleton. Now Mr. Banks. Now Mr. Banks is going to be on top. But let's just look at the front here. Brian has opened up a 2-second lead already on Terry Throwbridge, who is not very far behind. Laurent's not very far behind him, and neither is Uwe far behind Laurent. So there's some good action, second, third, and fourth place. Murchie's he's still staying in touch. Benchaya. Oh, we've got some problems. That's Michel Benchaya. Let's just see. We have the ability to go back here, so let's just do that. Let's get on board with Michel and look at the driver view. Okay, so he's been chasing down Jeremy for a bit. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to go back another 5 seconds. Top of the hill here. We're at the top of Mount Panorama. This is a very tricky section, and he just got out of whack there. And let's just stop it for a second. Go back 5. Get the upper view. The guys behind him, what does it look like from their point of view when they see here the yellow flag? Oh, and Benchaya just T-boned right in the middle. Brian gets through, but Brian got through. Watch this. Brian gets through by smashing his way through the roadblock. Where is it? I don't think we're going to see it. That's funny. Here, let's go back again and pick another view. Ooh, it's a car view. You back with Brian? Yeah, let's try a... well, let's do driver view, so see what he sees. So that's Brian coming up. Both this high-speed spot, and he's blind behind the corner when he comes through. Watch. Has he already gone through? No. Wait, I didn't go back far enough. Hold on. It's coming up. It's coming up. So Benchaya gets involved in this, right in this corner here. So they don't see anything at all. Until where? Where did he do it? I missed it all? Oh, sorry, you guys. Let's go back a lot. Oh, Benchaya is still up. Nope, this is, hold on, I'm just going to find this. It's pretty funny. Now we're going to find Brian. Now we should find it. See it? Ahead somewhere here we're going to see. There's the yellow flag. Oh, now it's a white flag. What the hell? Gotta be through here somewhere. Oh, I can't find it. I don't know what happened there. What happened? But anyway, Brian got through, and it was Brian somehow, oops, sorry. Brian somehow got through. So, okay, where we got a battle going here? We got a battle between Charles and Newcomb. Sorry, no, Langlois and Charles. And Laurent. Ooh, Charles went off there. Let's watch that again. Let's go back. There is Charles. Let's find a better view. I'll get on with Charles. Go back a little bit more. So he went into this corner a little hot and went wide. It looks like he hit the outside curb or inside curb. He just got out of sorts, but didn't hit the wall, but lost 2 positions on that one. So Charles, a classic error on Mount Panorama for sure. Brian Banks now is on Andy's tail, and again that will be. Look at this. Look at this. These 5 cars. This is going to be quite an interesting battle. Brian has got pace on everybody, I think. We were talking earlier. This is not his favorite track. He doesn't doesn't always make it through to the end. I don't mind the track at all, but unfortunately I had such a bad screen. The screen would go blank for 2 seconds, and I had this problem last year with the screen. It's a Dell, very expensive Dell Alien monitor. It just can't handle ACC. It just goes blank, and I had tried everything. I thought it was all sorts of things. It ended up being the monitor. Once I got another monitor, it was fine. All right, so this is let's do a recap of what's going on here. Brian is in the lead. There is Terry. I don't even think he can see him. He's 3 seconds up when he gets down to, let's just go through the last corner here. I'm sure you'll see them on the straightaway. We'll just see everybody. There he is. You can see the leader. He's 3 seconds behind, or Brian's 3 seconds ahead. Laurent's not losing touch with the second place. Neither is Uwe. So everybody's just biding their times here, waiting for somebody to make a mistake. Sylvain Desaad also does not like this track, he mentions before. So he is in 6th place right now. Jeremy can see him 2 seconds behind. There's a big gap to the next group. That was where Michel Benchai, who's still in the pits, I think, was. But now we've got a whole group of guys. There's Newcomb is ahead there. Eric Langlois is next. And Laurent. Eric's really got on Newcomb's tail now. Let's just watch this transpire. Eric's in that Ferrari on a McLaren. He is really harassing Nick. Not sure if they were that close before, but they're certainly close now. Let's just see how it goes through the first corner. Nick stays ahead. We'll watch that. Come back to that one in a second once they start hitting the hill. And now there's Charles. Let's go back to the driver view, see what they're looking at. There's Olds. Charles, Andy Skelton. None of these guys have lost touch with each other. Brian's still there. Mr. Jones doing a great job, just hanging in there. I know it's his first race with us, and maybe feeling a little bit out of it, but don't worry about it. It's fine. We are all hopefully you're on Saturday's race too. You've got all classes of guys there. You'll be fine, and you'll get better and better as we go along. So this is huge. Going over all this Mount Panorama Classic corners. Don't know all the names of all these areas. There's the peak, and that's the peak. Look at that, way up high. There we go. Let's just see what Eric can do on Nick. Nick's doing a great job, not feeling too pressured. And Eric's just hanging in there. All right, he stuck it through. What about everybody else? Everybody else looks like they're doing okay. How's Brian? And he has not caught up to Andy. He made a bit of a mistake. He was right up there. That is going to come back to everybody a little bit later. There's Merche, Uwe, Laurent, and Terry Throwbridge, all just about a second apart. Again, all just waiting for somebody to make a mistake. So the race here on track is between these two guys. There's Eric coming up right on his bumper. Had to back off a little bit before the corner. Maybe getting some momentum coming out. Not really. Here we go down the pit lane straight. Oh, there's another corner coming up. That Ferrari on a McLaren. Eric just cannot get. Newcomb's got some great exits on those corners, hitting those apexes perfectly. This is what it looks like from. Looks like Eric's got some pace now, side by side. He's going to have the inside on the next corner. Looks like Newcomb's going to give it to him. No, he's not. Side by side for a bit, wheel to wheel, but looks like Eric has done it. Nice pass there. He got a good exit, or just that Ferrari had better speed on that straight. So now Laurent is coming up on Newcomb. Lawrence, I said Laurent. What am I doing here? Got my French and English guys mixed up. That's Lawrence. Look at these four, very close together. Hitting the peak. This is not a very good spot for us to watch with the cam, because whoa, looks like Who am I following here? I'm following, oh, that's Newcomb, went through the chicane there, straight lined it a little bit. How's everybody else doing? Laurent on Trowbridge, I think he's going to materialize. Where are we in the race here? We are 18 minutes into it. More than that, we're probably, no, that includes the 2 laps. Unfortunately, we don't see the actual race time here. 2:02, nice lap time for Laurent. Let's just see what Brian's best lap time is. 2:02 flat almost. Laurent's is 2:02.6. Terry's is 2:02.6 also. So these two guys are evenly matched. That's why they're close together. How are we doing at the back? Looks like Andy's caught up with, Brian's caught up with Andy. Let's just see if he can make a move here on this second corner, I believe they're at. 2 Ferraris, see who gets the, whoa, who's that behind him? That's Eric. Who is that behind? That is Mr. Benchaya is back out from the pits, rejoined after 2 or 3 laps out. You can see that I retired. Looks like Benchaya is going to make a move on Brian. So he's a couple of laps down, just getting some good racing in with some real people. That's what eSeniors is all about, folks. Racing with real people is a lot more fun than racing with AIs. So don't worry about joining us. We take anybody who wants to come. We will take you in. We have lots of room left in our championships. We race every day at noon just for fun, and then on Saturday is a league race. On Monday is the sprint race. The league race is 50 minutes, 1 pit stop, and this is the sprint. It is 30 minutes, no pit stops. I am going to get on board with Benchaya here. Just to watch it go through this. This will get you dizzy if nothing else does. Great, and it looks like Charles on Lawrence is oh, they passed each other. Hold on here, we missed, or we just caught it. Let's just see where this happens. Okay, let's just see here. This is Charles on Lawrence in the Porsche, and ahead of him is, I believe, Newcomb. So somehow Lawrence Stewart got ahead of these guys. Let's just see where that happens. Oh, that looked like the Porsche went off there. Lawrence, that looked like some equipment failure. All of a sudden, let's just back up for 1 second here. Watch that again. This looked all of a sudden he lost. Did he hit the? Oh, he just clipped I think he just clipped the wall there. Wow. He is back on track. But lost 2 positions out of that. Brian is coming up on the straight, challenging Andy, and he is going to get him the battle of the Ferraris. Gotta go, Brian. You must have got a great exit. Let's just see where you got that maneuver going. Let's go back and watch from the driver's point of view. Got a great exit from this corner, I imagine. Yes, he did. Look at that. Right away, he is gaining on Andy. And just down the straight, just barrels by him. Let's make sure that they hang it together on the next few corners. And that is Benchaya in the green McLaren. All right, Brian, you hold it together now. I know you don't like this track. I didn't see whether you finished. Oh, no. Look at that. Let's back off and see what happened there. That is Andy feeling the pressure, and go on here with him. Feeling the pressure of trying to get that position back. This happens all the time. Just a little hot. Just tag that, clip that corner of the curb a little bit, but maybe went in a little harder, deeper than he usually does. And that is where you have to channel your inner, don't channel your inner Verstappen there and get pissed off that you got passed, because that's what could happen right there. Now he's going to be following Mr. Jones. There is Mr. Jones in the nice white BMW. He's going to have some racing action with us now. All right, let's just recap. Let's go back up here. Brian has got a 4-second lead now, 4.5-second lead over Throwbridge. He is missing Chris Bourne. Chris is registered but did not race today. Throwbridge is next, and Laurent is not far behind. There he is in the BMW. Let's go to the driver views. So he is looking at that. This is going to be about, oh, did he touch the wall there for a second? Yes, he did, I think. Uwe is next, not far behind either. We are, we've got about 6 or 7 laps to go. Merche's got a little bit of a gap there, 2 seconds behind. Sylvain's 5 seconds back. Jeremy's 5 seconds back on him. These two guys are just lapping on their own. Eric Longo has a whole 10 seconds back. But he's got Newcomb coming up here. Newcomb's best time is 2:05, you see in the bottom right-hand corner. Eric's is 2:03, so now Nick's not going to catch up. Stuart Charles, best lap is 2:04. Did I say 2:05 for Newcomb? Yes. So Charles, that could be something happening in a bit. Lawrence's best is 2:05, so they may not catch up. Brian Banks is 2:06. That is Benchaya. Benchaya somehow got ahead. Let's just see where that happened. There's Benchaya. Now Benchaya is behind. Okay, let's just see how Benchaya got by Brian Banks. Brian, did you make an unforced error? Not really, but that's an interesting place to pass. Let's go back and watch that again. That does not happen very often, even though Brian made a mistake, but you don't usually get enough speed to pass that. So that was a pretty easy pass for Michel. All right, so that is that. What about Andy on Jones? Andy is going to catch up to, is his first name again? Ed. And he's got a bit to catch up. Who is got the closest gap here? There's not too many really close gaps right at the moment. Probably Laurent here. Let's watch what Laurent is looking at. Got a good few laps to go here. Always like looking at that BMW wheel in the game. That wheel is a real Fanatec wheel that runs on the actual car. If you didn't know that, it's a $1,200 American wheel. Pull it off your racing rig and put it in your BMW M4 GT3 car and you can use the same wheel. Isn't that wild? Just wild. Not too much going on in the stream. I don't know how many people are watching. There's still 6 people watching. Not too. Oh, there you go. I haven't been watching. You guys haven't been saying too much. Hello, Dimitri. Hello, Peter. Hello, Ellis. You guys aren't chatting too much. Good first race. 16 people on track. Sort of. I had to retire about the 3rd lap because of my equipment problems. So yeah, I'm going to be setting up triples this week. Just found some cheap triples on Amazon and I'm going to build myself a 2x4 rack, adjustable rack to hold them up. So I'm looking forward to that actually. My wife didn't let me bring my 34-inch screen from Edmonton because it takes up too much room in the back of the SUV. So she said, just make a purchase. I said, oh, okay. But then I decided to do triples for fun. Maybe I'll try and bring them back, though, if I like it that much. Yeah, this stupid Dell monitor I had. Spent all the last 2 seasons ago trying to figure that all out, and then ended up being the monitor. Who knew that the monitor could be bad? All right, Laurent is the closest battle right now. Things will tighten up, I'm pretty sure. I saw something near the end when I was getting ready for the stream that things tightened up. Is Benchaya catching up to Mr. Jones? Skeleton is behind Jones, so Andy, when did Andy have a big problem? Find my cursor. Get on with Andy for a second. You can see where Andy got behind everybody there. So he's got a pace of 2:06, whereas Ed, I know, is a little slower. His best is 2:07. Oh, no, he did good. Ed, good job getting a better time. I know you qualified last, but 2:07 is not a bad time if you haven't practiced this that much. You're right in there. On Saturdays, I hope you join us. You'll be right in there in the bronze category. All right, where can we go? Laurent, Tolan, let's just watch these three guys. It is, as Sylvain said before the race, you have to keep your wits about you on Mount Panorama. A 30-minute race, a 50-minute race is going to be even worse. You have to concentrate every lap. Right around here is where you have to concentrate. So watch this. Usually people either lift right on the top of this peak or take tap brakes to get some weight on your front wheels for that spot where you just almost lift off. And here you just coast, accelerate. You know, in the Ferrari right here, you have to make sure you are straight before you hit the brakes because it's got all sorts of weird cambers. And now you need a great exit from that corner to set yourself up for the long straight. And Laurent certainly did that. He kept that pace up. He is in DRS range now. Catching up. That was a late break for him compared to Terry. He is right up on Terry's tail. Let's speaking of Terry's tail, see if we can find that view. Where is the wing view? Can't find it. Here, I'll find it on this camera angle. Always like the wing view. There it is. There is a great view. I love that view. Just watch it from Terry Torbridge's trunk for a bit. Well, I was half a second behind there in the sector. You don't know when I do these sector or do these replay ones. I can't control the cameras as well as I usually do. You're stuck with different cameras, and the timing tower does not update until you go over a sector boundary, so that's why it looks that way. Ooh, looks like Laurent had a bit of a waggle there in that BMW, so that is going to make sure that'll probably make Uwe come up a little closer. Just back to driver view here. There's Uwe. Yes, that is tighten things up there. Uwe in the McLaren. These three guys are definitely the. Missed something here. Laurent just passed. Let's see how that happened. Just passed Ed. Ed ahead of him. Okay, behind him right now. I'm just going to go back a bit more. No, he was always ahead of him. Sorry, I'll go back to Uwe there and move it ahead a few spots here. There we go. We're back to live action, I'm sure. These three guys are just barreling along at these times are all about the same, I would bet. I can't see his best time. Ooh, looks like Laurent's really catching up. Looked like Terry made some mistakes somewhere. Hit that wall again. Looks like he's touching that wall and he eggs it every time. He's going to have a little bit of door damage there. But Laurent is, I think that's when I change cameras. 2:02 is Terry's best time. Laurent's also got a 2:02. And Uwe's got a 2:02. So it's just a matter of who's going to make a mistake first here for these guys. Not sure that there's going to be any change in position, but good racing on all of them. This is just Bathurst. When you've got somebody on your tail, it's just a little tough. A little tough. How many laps we got left to go? 4 or 5 laps. Laurent knows he sees the time. It's going to be about 10 or 15 minutes left. So he is going to see that he needs to make a move soon. And he comes out of that corner. Let's see if he's got some momentum on Terry. I don't think so. He's keeping that gap fairly the same. Uwe's just a little bit behind again. But Terry's got to be feeling the pressure here. This is second and third place. This is big points. Laurent's right on the edge. You saw him hit that exit wall on that last corner before the straight a couple of times now. Oh, he hit it again. So did Terry. That slowed Laurent down a bit more. Yes, the owner's going to have a little bit of a talk with him. If you're going to do a paint job every race, it's going to get expensive. New liveries every race. So that dropped him back. And do they catch up a little bit? Not really. But Laurent certainly has pace. He's pushing hard. Pushing hard. Dimitri, not your favorite track. You missed the race today. You're signed up, are you? Look at that. He hits that wall every time. It looks like that could be net code on the computer. Can't see him hitting that wall every time. Not getting significant damage. Is they catching up? Not really. See what else is going on. Let's just go through the. Let's go through the whole. There's Trowbridge can see Murray, but that's about it. 6.6 seconds gap to the lead. There is Laurent chasing him down, and Uwe is not far behind. Merche is 4 seconds back on his own. Sylvain Dessard is quite a few seconds back also. You can't even see Merche. Jeremy's catching up to Sylvain a little bit. I know you see in the tower Sylvain's last name is his first name. Actually, it's Sylvain Dessard from Belgium. Check out his stream. He's always streaming his races live. A lot of followers for that guy. Eric Langlois 8 seconds behind. Newcomb 7, another 8 seconds behind. As is Brian Banks. Not sure how far behind he is. Cannot see. So all these guys are just kind of lapping here. They don't see their competition. Although there is Ed. He is holding his own at 2:07 lap times with Laurent, who is 2:05. Good job, Ed. Andy Skelton, actually, though, is tracking him down. And Stuart Charles is still in it. He's got significant damage. Look at his windscreen. That means that's tough damage. Didn't see where he incurred that. Let's just follow Andy for a bit since he's catching up. But Laurent's right behind Terry again. Let's just see what happens these last few corners on the straight. Laurent knows there's not much time left, about 5 minutes left in the race, so he's going to start getting a bit antsy to get that second place. He's right up on his tail. Let's see what kind of exit they both get. That's BMW power against McLaren. Streamline. That BMW doesn't have as good a slip. Let's just look at this from the air. It looks like BMW has a little bit more momentum. He is slipstreaming him for sure. He's going to take a quick peek. Is he going to try and get the inside? He's not going to get the inside. He try outside, inside. Newcomb does a great job, but Laurent stays right behind him in the braking zone. Trowbridge hit that curb a little bit and bounced. That last update of ACC, that would have he would have been knocked right off before in the old days, but that they fixed that in that last release. That was some good racing there. And Andy, where is Andy compared to Ed? There he is. Ed. So Andy's getting some fun racing in here. And Ed's getting a little pressure for his first race with us. Keep an eye on that. But there is the race of the day right here. Right here. Look at this. Look at this. Laurent is pressing hard. Let's see if Terry can keep it up. Who is that ahead? That's Benchaya, I think. No, it can't be Benchaya. It might be. Up ahead, so there's traffic. It's a green car. That's Benchaya's there. I'll take a look and see who it is. No, that's Charles. That's the Stuart Charles. So yeah, traffic's going to come to play. Let's see what Stuart does. Not a very good spot here for these two. It's kind of hard to pass. Oh, there, that's a great job on Stuart's part. Just got off to the side at the right time because they don't want to hold these two guys up at all with this great race. The three guys, actually. Behind him is Uwe. He's feeling it. He's watching these two guys battle it out, and he'll pounce on them if somebody makes a mistake. Looks like Terry had a little bit of a... Oops, sorry, that was Merche. Let's go back to Laurent. There's Laurent. And again, right behind him is Uwe. So look, this is a great finish to the race. We've got one lap left. You know what happens on the last lap, guys. Yeah, that's exactly right, Peter. Uwe caught up. Terry's been under pressure the whole race. I don't know how he can hold on here. There it goes. Let's just see if Laurent will make a move here on the last couple of corners. This is going to be the last lap, I believe. You know what happens. Like I said, you know what happens on the last lap. Everybody gets a little excited. Now, Andy just passed Jones. I'm going to stop it here and go back to show us that. There is, Andy is ahead there. Let's go back. There he is. Still ahead. Why is it taking so long? Oh, that was a sector. There, now Andy is behind. I was like showing passes. That is Ed Jones up ahead. Went a little wide there. Now Andy's got some momentum. Is he going to pass him before the next corner? Oh, he's going to take the inside on this corner. This is where it's going to happen. And it looks like Ed backed off a little bit there. All right, that's how that happened. Glad to catch that. All right, let's get back to our race of the day here. So again, this is not quite the last lap. Let's just go forward a bit. We saw this already. All right, this is the last lap. So that is Laurent, what Laurent's looking at. This is what Uwe is looking at. So here we go. Here we go. This is for difference in 5 to 10 points, and 5 or 6 points between second and third and fourth. Murray's got this race. Uwe went a little wide there, so he lost a bit there. And Laurent is going to try hard as he can. Get something happening here. There's Uwe again, waiting for the waiting to pounce. Again, this is the last lap. There's Uwe. Opened up a slight gap to each other here. Is Laurent going to take some chances? And is Trowbridge going to try and play it safe? Here comes the last chance coming on these corners to get the gap going for the last corner here before the long straight. If he gets a great exit and some momentum, it could happen here. Is it going to happen? Didn't hit the wall this time. Let's take a look. Is he closing the gap? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's Brian Murray coming around the last few corners. Our leader. Good job. How's Laurent doing? He is trying hard. Let's just watch him go through this last corner at the end of the straight. Is he going to take a break? A crack at it? No. There's Brian going over the start-finish line. Great job, Brian, as usual. There's your flashing lights. Is Laurent going to be able to get a crack here? And I don't think so. This is the way it's going to finish. Terry Trowbridge in second. Laurent in third. Uwe in fourth. That is our finishing top 5, top 3, 4. So that was a fun race. Glad these guys gave us some action. Is there anybody else? Ed is giving Andy some grief here at the back. So that's our tower. You can see the finishing standings there. But let's just finish off the race with these guys. I hope my replay catches it all the way to the end. So, now Andy is either going to try and play it safe, and or is Ed going to try and make a move here? He is in a BMW. Let's see what BMW power does against the Ferrari on the straight. They both coming out evenly, looks like. And he might have got a better exit. Let's see if the BMW can make up. I don't think he's going to be able to make up. Looks like he's catching up a little bit. That BMW power on that straight's pretty nice. I think he's closing the gap. He's closing the gap significantly. Let's just see if he has a late break. Not really. It's that curb. That's going to cost him a little bit. Oops. That's going to cost him a little bit. So that is the way it's going to finish down at the bottom. But hey, down at the bottom is a lot of fun racing too. So there we go. That is for 10th and 11th place. Good job, Ed, in our first race. There's the end of the race. Thank goodness I got the end of that race. All right, guys, that is the race. Let me put the screen up. Where are we next week? Hang on. we are going to be in Red Bull Ring next week, November 11th, the week of November 11th. So we'll see you at Red Bull Ring, everybody. Great start to 15th season. Not too many issues. There never is in the sprint race. Everybody's pretty clean. We'll see what happens on Saturday. Thanks. And signing out here from Phoenix, Arizona, Mike Molesky, your host for Some of the Street.